Bienvenidos! Today we're going to talk about verbs in Spanish that have irregular yo forms in the present tense. And there are several verbs that are used quite frequently that we need to know about, and we need to understand the different meanings that they have, and also how to conjugate the yo form in the present tense. Ver is a very common verb, to see, and in the present tense the yo form is veo. All of the rest of the forms are regular and follow the rules, but the yo form is veo. Traer, to bring, is traigo, I bring. Suponer, to suppose, is supongo. The yo form is supongo, I suppose. Poner, to put, the yo form is pongo, I put. Poner can also mean to turn on. So if you wanted to say, I turn on the television, you'd say, yo pongo el televisor. That means I turn on the television. Poner la luz means to turn on the lights. Pongo la luz, I turn on the lights. Okay, pongo la luz. Another verb that has an irregular yo form is oír. Not only does it have an irregular yo form, it also has irregular other forms. So for oír, we have oigo for the yo form, and then the other forms are oyes, we have a spelling change, the I changes to a Y, so we have oyes, oye, oímos, oyen. So for oír, we really have to know that all the forms are different from the rules for IR verbs. Oigo means to hear, or oigo means I hear, and it can also mean I listen, okay? Oigo la música, I listen to music. Oigo la música salsa en la clase de español, I listen to salsa music in Spanish class. So it can mean to hear, but it can also mean to listen. And we already know the verb escuchar means to listen also. So both of these verbs can mean to listen, but oír means to hear. Now, decir also has an irregular yo form. It means to say or to tell. Decir que means to say that. And the yo form of decir is digo. Digo la verdad means I'm saying the truth, I'm telling the truth. Digo la verdad. Now, the verb hablar is not the same as decir. Hablar means to speak or to talk. Decir is to say or to tell. So know the difference, what you're trying to say when you're writing or speaking Spanish. Remember that decir is to say or tell, hablar is to speak or talk. Salir, the yo form in the present tense is salgo. It means to leave, so salgo is I leave. Salir de means to leave from a place. Salgo de la escuela a las 3. I leave school at 3 o'clock. Salir para is to say I'm leaving for a destination. If you say salgo para la escuela a las 3, that means I'm leaving to go to school. I'm leaving for the school at 3. So very different. Salir de means you're leaving from. Salir para is you're leaving to get to a place, to go to a place. Salir con a person, so if you're leaving with a person, it really can mean you're going out with a person. You're dating that person. Juan sale con Maite means John is going out with Maite. Yo salgo con Juan Carlos means I'm dating Juan Carlos. Okay? So salir with the different prepositions can have different meanings, but just by itself it means to leave.